Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to work on putting together my Q4 HB90 planner. I'm going to link the channel down below, but this planner is made by Canon over at Heart Breathings, and amazing channel. I kind of promote her a lot on my channel, but I really love her method and she has some great videos for writers. If you check out her channel, the link is in the description below. But this is her Q4 planner, available on her Etsy shop. You download it and you print it out. And what I do, I get mine printed at Staples, so that way I can go ahead and get it bound. And for a long time, would just use it just like this. I'd get a cover, a plastic cover on the front and a black vinyl cover on the back, and that was that. But last quarter, or right before last quarter started, I kind of figured out that I could get covers if I went on Etsy and looked for Erin Condren's teacher planner covers. I could get custom covers made, and so that's what I did. And then when I started thinking about that, I was like, oh well, wouldn't it fit into an Erin Condren coil then? And it did. I did this right before the beginning of last quarter. I franken-bound it and I added some other inserts into it to make it work, and I posted it onto Instagram, and I had a lot of people ask me how I did it, so I thought I would go ahead and make a how-to video on how I did it. Now, I can't claim all the credit for this because I did watch a few tutorial videos here on YouTube, and I'll link the one I found the most helpful down below again. I can't remember her name, but she was just recoiling a regular Erin Condren, and I figured it just kind of applied the same way. Things you'll need. You need your printed out HB90 Method, an extra coil. You'll need some pliers. I've got two sets here, a needle nose, and then some like clippers to clip the plastic here. Some binder clips. I cannot for the life of me remember where I got these. These are giant ones, but you want something big enough that's going to easily hold your thick planner together. I also have some little ones, and then I also found these handy. These are book rings. I found again at Staples, and what I'm going to use these for is when I uncoil this one, I'm going to then kind of lock these in place on my old one to hold my old planners together, because I do like to archive these after I'm done with them, to kind of look back on my year and see how I've done and whatnot. So they kind of work as like a diary. So I got some of these to use, just hold these together. So for Q4, I decided I wanted to go with a different coil. So this coil right here is an Erin Condren teacher coil. I found an Erin Condren teacher planner on clearance, again at Staples, because that's the store right down the street from me. So I found one on clearance for like $7, maybe not even, maybe $6.50 or something. It was last year's teacher planner. For $6, I felt okay with taking it apart, because they normally sell for like $30 or $50. I'll put the exact price online on the video. Now, the conundrum I have is I still have a week or two left of this quarter, but I want to get Q4 ready. So I don't want to use this coil just yet. I am going to be using instead, I found, and God help me, I can't remember how much I paid for it now, but I found this 18-month spiral planner from Michaels. I think it was on sale. I think I also used a coupon on it. So again, I didn't pay much for it, but it is 2019 to 2020. It started in July, and it is just a monthly, weekly planner. Don't know how well that shows up. The key is, it is a 9" by 11.5", so it's the same size if I put it here. These coils are a little thinner than the Erin Condren, but I liked how pretty the gold was, and I thought that would be pretty for fall. I don't know how well that's showing up, but it is like a gold, bright gold. We're gonna get started, and what I'm gonna do actually is I am going to take October, November, and December out of here and merge it into my HB90 Method. And I might also take this pouch. I kind of like this pouch. And I think it even has, yep, stickers. So I might take the stickers too, because those are always handy. Ooh, and it has a calendar. I don't know, I might take a lot of this stuff out of the front. And a pocket. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'll probably be taking quite a bit of this stuff out of the front to use. And then I'm going to actually put these into the back of my HB90 to use as a social media content planner. Hopefully, that's the plan. We shall see how well that works. I'm going to get started. Right. So first I'm going to take these off. All right. Now, let's see this here. Now the hard part to this, what you want to do is first, I think I'm going to do, first I'm going to separate what I want out of this. I just want to binder clip it together. And it kind of helps if you do it right at the binding, so that way it kind of stays. You can keep those lined up. Okay. Oh, good Lord. Wow. Okay. And then now I'm going to work from the bottom. So here's the hard part. So you want to bend this so it's kind of straight. And I always try to do the bottom one because it does, your pliers, unless you get a pair of, I'm just using a pair of pliers from my husband's shop, but unless you get like jeweler's pliers or something, it is going to eat up and kind of scratch up your coil. So you kind of want to work gently, but you also kind of still have to manhandle it, and it's going to chew up a little bit. That's why I try to use the bottom, and I try to minimize as much as we can. And then the hard part, sorry, and then what you want to do is you just kind of want to twist it until, I don't think it likes these binder clips. Sorry, I'm like, keep doing this. You want to keep working it until, like, undo it. Yeah, I really don't think it likes that binder clip. I think because these binder clips aren't flush, it's making it hard for it to work. So I'm going to move this down here. Let's see if that helps. And you just keep working it until it is all the way out. Yep. So this is kind of a learning curve for me. I'm going to put these here because this is obviously not liking me. Those there. I'm going to try this again. Alright, here we go. So I've been working on it for a few minutes, just about 3 minutes or so, and really just getting it started is the hard part. So what you want to do is you just want to keep working, and you see I'm kind of working it so that it's kind of just curling off. And really, again, just getting it started is the hard part. And then you just keep twisting and you work it through and keep twisting. And that's that. So this is something great to do when, like, you sit and watch YouTube videos or you're watching a movie. It's not too labor intensive. I'm keeping an eye on the time so I can tell you exactly how long it takes me to get it off. So I've been at it about 5 minutes. And really, once you get it, the hardest part, the straighter you can get this part right here, the less it'll get hung up inside the binding, and it'll go a little faster. But like I said, I've been at it about 5, maybe 6 minutes, and I'm almost done. But because once you get going, you kind of get into a rhythm, and it goes by pretty quickly. There, and there we go. One coil free. I kind of bent that one. So, one pretty coil free. Fun part. Pull out the pages now I want. So I'm going to take that off. And it's upside down. Lovely. Let's flip it over. I think I decided I wanted this really cool pouch. So we're going to put that aside. And I wanted this front matter. I'm going to kind of keep it lined up. There's that. And then I wanted October through December. There we go. And I'll keep this for later. As you see, I'm having a little bit of trouble getting these book binders in. I kind of want to put this back in, so put these in, so that way, because there's like a full planner in here basically for next year, and I don't want to. I want to be able to use it next year. On to the fun part. So I've got my pages that I want to add, and so I'm going to keep that together. And now it's time to work on the printed out copy. Now, I get these, when I get these printed out, I print it out black and white, front and back, black coil bound. And to do it like this without the covers, although with the covers it wasn't really much of a price difference between them. It was about $30, and it's the Staples heavier 28-pound paper, which is nice. Very nice to write on. What I want to do here is I want to line up, kind of get these as nice and even as possible. And I want to put the binder clips on them so we don't lose anything. This is going to be a little easier because this one does not have a cover to deal with. That seemed to be a bit of an issue on the last one. Okay, and you can kind of see through. You can't really see through it here with my camera, but. So next step is to take this coil off. I did keep this coil from my Q3 planner, and I ended up not using it. So it's up to you whether or not you want to use it or not. Or reuse it, I should say. I'm going to try, I'm just going to go ahead and clip this off since I don't plan to reuse it. As you can see, it did bend a little bit. But again, this is the super easy one because it comes right off. See how quickly that, just so easy, so easy. All right, there we go. One coil free. Ooh, these are fun to play with. If anything, you can keep them on your desk as a thinking toy, which is nice. I've got the Q4 planner uncoiled. I have my coil, and I've got my extras. So now the next step is to take these off and carefully add these extras in to where I want them in this planner and try and line up all the fun holes. Now I do know that because this is printer paper and this is not, well, it's not too bad, but the tabs still stick out a little bit. That's okay. When I put my cover on it from Q3, it'll be nice and kind of keep it all together. Trial and error, right? Okay, now oh, this is gonna hurt a lot because these are not lining up like I had hoped they would. This is what I'm gonna do. I haven't even gotten to this guy yet. Okay. So I think my goal, let's see if I can get this open. Oh my God, I can't get any of these open. There we go. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this first one lined up, but I gotta work. Okay, so we can start with this. Kind of doesn't like that. I think I broke it. It's okay. It's keeping all of the pretties together. So I'm going to start at the top and I'm going to work my way down. I think what I'm going to do is to kind of keep these together. I'm going to put these book rings in and use the binder clips. So once I get these lined up with the binder rings, I'm going to put the binder clips on and then I'm going to start working. Here we go. Kind of lined up. This is the hard part. It really is. Okay, so I've got this first hole mostly lined up. I'm gonna put the binder clip on. And I'm just gonna try and hope, kind of hope for the best. I'm going to coil it so that this is at the bottom and hopefully less noticeable when I bend it back up. So that means I've got to work my way from the bottom through. Okay. Through. And I will say this, getting started is definitely the hardest part. See, it went right through. There we go. So, okay, I got it started through the first hole. Let's try and work it through the second. Okay. So now that I got it through the first one, I'm going to take the binder clip off so that the pages can move a little bit and kind of work with me and hopefully not against me. Again, the straighter you can get this first, the better it works out. Here we go. I'm going to try and straighten this just a little bit more. I think it's because of this Michaels brand planner versus trying to work with the Erin Condren. That was kind of, I don't want to say they're meant to be recoiled, but they're definitely a little easier to recoil. I'm trying to bend this a little bit. so let's keep at it. I'm just going to keep working on this until we can see some progress. See? See? That one went through much easier than the first two. And now, I think now that it's kind of moving the direction I want it to, I'm going to throw a binder clip at the bottom. Maybe. Let's see how well this works. I might have to undo that. Come on. You can do it. Alright, no binder clip just yet. Feel the tension. There we go. Now get in there. Slow and steady. Yeah, I think I can see the difference. The pages that I was adding and the pages that I had printed don't quite line up well, and that's where the difficulty is coming from. But the further along I get into the binding here, the easier it is working. You can kind of see when I push on it and it's not quite lined up, I can kind of see where it's getting hung up. Yeah, I can kind of feel it's going through quite well until I get to the end of the inserts I put in the middle, these, until I get to these, and then it's like getting hung up trying to get back into the HB90 ones. There we go. So now I can kind of feel the trouble spots. Ooh, that one went through really easily. Let's try again. Make sure I'm not missing any holes. Oh, that one got caught up. A little bit. There we go. Okay. Still kind of working on it. I just hit the 1 hour mark, but I feel like I'm having a lot more trouble with this than the first time I did this. So that's okay. Life happens. But you can see I'm about halfway through the recoil. It is going a little smoother now that I have so many, now that I have so much of it done, so it's kind of staying lined up a little better. So it's going a little, so it's a little easier, for the most part. I wish it would stay together better. This is definitely not working well. Now I feel like maybe I'm missing some. I hope I'm not missing some pieces. Right at the front page. Awesome. Well, okay. Maybe. Okay. So I am getting all the pieces in, which is handy. Alright. So we're just going to keep going and we will get there. We will get there. We're getting there. 3/4 of the way done. Yeah, I think the problem was the pages I chose to add did not line up as well with the Staples copies as the Erin Condren teacher planner did. And so I am just having to fight it constantly. Oh, this is going to be fun. Yeah, that last one is just not going to line up very well at all. I almost wish I had a vise I could put this in while I'm working. That probably would have been a good idea. I'm almost there. So close. So while I started at the top of both planners, this one, the ones I pulled from the other planner don't line up. They lined up, but this one actually ends up having an extra. The printouts from Staples have an extra hole versus the other ones. So let's see. I wonder how well this is going to work. Oh, you can't see now. So why I'm doing this is because if you see here, these are the pages I printed from Staples, and they've got this hole. They have this hole all the way down, the last hole. But the ones from the other planner that I inserted have not. They are at the end, and I have not missed any. They started at the top. They just ended up being a little shorter than the ones from Staples. So what I am trying to do is kind of work my way through the inserts, get them in here, and then get the HB90 ones inserted into this last ring, basically. You can't see, but there we go, there's the last one. And then this, I don't know if I want that in the front or the back. I might put it in the front for a few stickers. But, okay, so that I'm at an hour and 10 minutes, start to finish, from coiling the other ones. I'm going to give this a nice little, I want to make sure that this, okay, so this is all the way over. I'm just going to make sure this is all the way done and through. I might twist it back just a little bit. And then now, gotta bend this back and in. Alright, get my pliers in hand. So first, I usually like to bend it down. If my pliers will work with me here. I'm having like a hard day. It's like nothing really wants to work right. It's okay. It's okay. Alright, look at this, and then now I'm going to bend it in. And you can see it's kind of, it is a little eaten up a little bit by the pliers. That's why I do the bottom one, so I don't notice it as much. But There we go. Q4 is officially bound and ready. Actually, I kind of like having this folder here because I always look for my milestone page and I always end up putting like a tab or something on it. But having this folder here, this would be a nice divider for it. So Q4, that is how I franken-planned it. Now for the covers, I'm going to show you. I'm just going to show you how I do this. So here's my Q3, but I can see Q3, nice and messy. So I ordered this one. I'll put the Etsy shop or the website in the description below where I got this from, but I ordered it from a third party and she was awesome. She has a whole bunch of designs. I actually want to go on and order a Halloween design and maybe a Christmas one. I really loved it. And what I got was, this is, okay, those are all the dogs. Anyway, this is the Erin Condren teacher size. Basically, pop it on like an Erin Condren. This coil actually might be a little too tight for it, but there we go. There we go, and put my reading list in here. Oh, come on, you can do it. Oh, okay. So this is actually one of the Erin Condren's like tape ones that I put on just a piece of laminated scrapbook paper kind of that I did myself to use as a dashboard. This is so I am a huge fan of J.R. Ward's Black Leather Diarhood, so it's my reading list for her series, and it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit, so I am probably gonna have to redo that and find some other coil clips that will work with this. But until then, there's my Q4 planner. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for watching me go through this struggle tonight. But anyways, if you enjoyed the video, definitely give me a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can know when I go through and do all my awesome plan with me's. I hope to continue that again this quarter, where I go through and you can watch me plan out my weeks. I might have a daily plan with me, which I think would be a lot of fun. If you think so, if you'd like to see a daily plan with me, definitely give me a shout out below in the comments. And let me know what you think. Bye.